live from Adelaide Arena on the campus of Mount St. Charles Academy. We welcome you to Junior Mounties Hockey on FOSN. Daniel Botolino with you for the first of our triple header of Junior Mounties Hockey action this afternoon. And first, it's the 16U team taking on the South Kent Selects. Thank you for spending part of your Saturday afternoon with us. As we mentioned, 3 games this afternoon with the 18U team taking on South Kent at 4 and the 14U team taking on the Philly Hockey Club at 6. It should be a fun day of hockey, coming off an exciting game last night that we saw where the prep team was able to get a 4-3 win against the Norwich Hockey Club. So we'll see what these boys have in store against South Kent. Team coming in 21-20 overall on their season, only 10-14 on the road. The last meeting between these two came back on November 3rd, a 2-1 St. Charles win. They're led by head coach Ryan Bliss and the head coach for the Mount St. Charles Academy, Cody Wild. Wild in his second year as the 16U head coach, previously was with the South Shore Kings as an assistant coach. In the black jerseys with the white trim and red numbers is the South Shore or the South Kent King Selects, and the Mounties in the white with the blue jerseys, red outlines as we are underway, blue numbers I should say, here from Adelaide. Saborin takes it up ice into the attacking zone, played in by his teammate, and going the other way on the rush into the corner. And a hit, and taking it away here is Van Mullen to Armstrong at center ice. And it's flipped back into the neutral zone where Adams will circle and pass it back, moving the puck around. Adams near side, boards, passes it in the zone. Here's a quick shot that goes wide off of the try from Hernandez. Turned over but kept in. Now leaves it, trying to get it to McHyman. McHyman now looking for a deflection, and it's grabbed and held onto by the man in net. Sam Bethune. Wilson will take the draw for the Mounties. And that shot's got to be covered by Bethune again. That was Chance Adams with the look there. Wilson this time trying to take the draw with him as the net comes dislodged as he falls into it. They're going to send number 44 to the box, Charlie Griffith. So there will be a penalty early here, the cross check on Griffith. Mounties trying to strike early. Wilson wins the draw, but it's taken away. And skating is Maheski. He's on a shorthanded opportunity. He shoots and he scores on the shorthand. It's Andrew Maheski putting it in. And the visitors take a 1-0 lead. So the early 1-0 lead for the visitor. Now the Mounties trying to respond on the power play. Caught up in Armstrong's as that's kept in. Now off his stick. Back down low. For Moheski, that's his 17th goal of the season, his 30th point overall. This will go down ice. Still a minute to go on the power play. Pressed into the boards and flipped out. Here comes Armstrong, dumping it. And it's flipped out again. Chased down by Komendowski. Weaving in and out, looking for some room before having it taken away from behind was Goffmanov. And they're able to clear and kill the penalty. So they score shorthanded and kill the penalty, and they're coming out with a little bit of juice as they have numbers. The shot is rebounded and put in. South Kent coming out firing on the road. As Teddy Farron finds the net. And it's just his 6th game, his 2nd goal. So the Mounties trailing by 2. Less than 4 minutes in. Here's Saborin. Shooting and scoring, top shelf. Cole Saborin finds the back of the net. And the Mounties have a response. His 18th of the season. Entered the game 4th on the team in points with 40, now has 41. We've got a barn burner early. This will be chased down by 34 Stone. Behind the net, battling. And the Mounties control to center ice where it's played by Broadhead. They'll enter, leaves it for Broadhead, gets a shot on that's held on to in net by Bethune. If you're just joining us, you missed a lot. 3 goals already. 2 by South Kent, and then the response by Saborin just recently. Moheski with the first. Then it was Farron. On the corner boards, able to flip it, but not out. Down low. It's Adams. Back up to Callahan, who fumbled within, now going the other way. Here's a shot that's going to be deflected into the netting above the goal. Forcing a lot of turnovers here is South Kent. We'll have a draw coming with Morgan Corson failing to win it for the road team. And so here is Carbone shooting, and it saves, able to close up the 5-hole. He's made a couple of nice saves despite the goal. Alec Johnson trying to play it, and he does. He'll enter. Near side crossing, but able to be poked away by Callahan. Carbone. Got tangled up in Fraga, and now we flipped into the stands. So we'll have a draw, far side dot. In the South Kent zone. Monarch shoots off the crossbar. Rebound saved after Van Molen pulled the trigger. Man, these goalies really having to work here in the first 6 minutes or so. That will go out of play. Kind of a choppy start to get going, but an exciting one nevertheless. Saborin will take the draw against Kingston Dew of Rancho Cucamonga, California. It's a single A baseball affiliate up there. That's about the only thing I can tell you about Rancho Cucamonga, California. This is a long way from there. Monarch trying to get the pass. It comes all the way to Van Molen. Van Molen and Monarch kind of almost run into each other, so he passes it to him. Able to get a screen and gets out to the point. Cycling it around. Down low, Saborin. Leaves it for Van Molen, whose shot was going wide, but it's gloved and held on to anyways. So taking the draw for the Mounties will be Wilson. He can't win it though. And a penalty will be upcoming as he's going to get called for a trip. So Wilson will head to the box for the Mounties. And South Kent selects, with their 1-goal lead, will have the extra man. Zay Ferraro in net for the Mounties today. He'll be tested here. In the corner and wrapped around. They can't keep it in, and now getting free and nearly getting a short-handed opportunity was Gafanov. Entering and dumping. Peeking over his shoulder and passing. Waiting, now crosses. High slot, works his way to the wing. Shot, blocked. And into the neutral zone. But where it's taken away nearly by Adams. Good start to the kill. Rezevi, their leading scorer, crosses it, and they're going to have to re-enter. Behind the boards, flipped out of play. 1:02 left on the 5-on-4. Callahan hit the ground, and they'll set up the play. Crossing. Back on the wing, far side. Right wing. Waiting, now dishing off the boards to Griffith. Griffith to the middle. Here's a shot that was blocked. Griffith able to keep it in. It was Stone who put that shot on. Down low. And the shot goes high. Tracking it down was Moheski. He's got one goal already today. The pass to him. Works his way to the middle. Now to the near side. Spins around. 10 seconds left on the 5-on-4. Looking for a deflection. It took a funny bounce and a quick whistle. Puck was still free. We'll go back to even strength as they're able to kill. Tied up in the corner. And flipped in. Van Molen. Monarch. Wilson, near side, getting tripped up. And that shot's going to be rebounded. It was denied. Wilson can't keep it in. They're going to have to tag up. After a lot of scoring early, a penalty coming up. And the Mounties are going to be shorthanded again. So they'll have to kill again here in the first period. Crossing, shooting, it's saved by Ferrero. Far side. High slot. Looking for a deflection, got it, but it deflected wide. Tracked down by Rezevi. He has it. Shot blocked by Boarhead. Shot deflected off the top of the net. And that's why it's blown dead. Off the draw, it's cleared. Trying to chase it down is Adams. Alec Johnson. Passes as his helmet comes off, and that'll be immediate whistle blown. And they're going to get a penalty on Callahan off of that hit. So now we'll have a 5-on-3 for the next minute 4. Mounties already down. And South Kent wins the draw. Crossing. Here's a slap shot that's going to be saved. Cleared but not out. Dish. Far wing. Gets it back. Walks in, dishes. Down low. One-timer, stick shatters, and it's flipped out. 28, 27, 26 left on the 5-on-3. And he leaves the puck behind him. No offside. Crossing. The pass. Waiting. Down low. Back up to the point. Giving it up. Crossing again. Shot. Saved. Now Karim around wide. 5-on-4 now. Crossing. Came up empty on the shot. And it's cleared. The Mounties not happy that they're putting themselves in the position where they got to kill. But they're doing an excellent job right now. Large thanks to Ferraro. Charlie Griffith enters. Under 5 remaining in the period. Weaving in and out, the shot was blocked. And cleared. Saborin waiting for his teammate. Now leads him. Gets it on his stick, but it's taken away. Ten seconds left on the 5-on-4. Weaving, crossing, looking for his man, Moheski. We are back to even strength with Callahan out of the box. And they nearly got a breakout. Monarch was able to dump it. So after a lot of scoring early, there's been even better opportunities recently, but neither team's been able to find the net. Here's Dew. Offside. With that, we'll have a chance to talk about our sponsor, Iron and Steel Threads. Iron and Steel Threads is on a mission to bring the game to more people and communities across the nation. They create products that help share our love for hockey and donate a portion of every sale to making youth hockey accessible to more families. Go to ironsteelthreads.com and use coupon code FOSports with a Z to get 10% off your purchase. And follow them on Instagram at Iron Steel Threads. Thanks again to Iron and Steel Threads for their support. Here's Hernandez. Looking to go down low to Wilson. Wilson bounding puck. Flip to the blue line. They'll have to tag up, calling for his Komodowski. Instead, they go to Hernandez. Hernandez will chase it down off the boards and flick one off a stick and out of play. Komodowski will try to chase it down, as will Alec Johnson. Komodowski, Johnson again pressuring him on the forecheck. Max Sullivan. Here's a shot that's kicked away. Kept in and dumped off the boards. Trying the center. Comes out to the point. Looking for deflection. Got it, but trickled wide. Here's a slap shot, and it's caught by Ferreira with traffic in front. So the draw coming here. No icing as it was deflected. Cole Prevost plays into the corner. Chance Adams had it on his stick for a second. But here comes South Kent. Poking away from DeSanto. Good poke check by the Mounties. Adams again. Now Van Molen down low. Adams will play it as the defender's stick came free. Crossing it, and it was deflected out of play and into the stands. 1:38 to play in the opening period of the first of three here today at Allard Arena. Saborin, he has their goal today. Britain, and this will be icing. Armstrong, and now will go off the boards after it was deflected. And Mullen, Armstrong comes out in front, and now Wilson will have to chase it down. Good speed, weaving, and shooting, and it's saved, and now covered. That was a great effort by Hernandez. It's the South Kent program that has produced plenty of NHLers. Keith Petruzzi, Shane Pinto, the two most recent, with Petruzzi in the 16 class, Pinto playing in 18. These guys aspiring to be just like them. Right now up 2-1 on the Mounties, end of the first period. Wilson gets it back, down low. Passes it, but there was no one there. Alec Johnson. 5 seconds, 4. The long pass can't connect. And with 1.6, we'll go down the other way. And that will do it for the period. So, after 2-1, it was an exciting start and then pretty even play throughout the rest of the period. We'll take a break. When we come back, second period action. Stay with us. And welcome back. Second period just about ready to get underway. 2-1. Mounties trailing South Kent in 16U action. It's an exciting start to this one. And the Mounties will begin the period with possession. It was an onslaught early of goals. Saborin, who had the puck there, has the goal for the Mounties. Daniel Baudolino, thank you for being with us on your Saturday. And a turnover. On the rush, Reggie Taylor dumping off the boards for himself, trying a centering pass. He had Moheski in position. Callahan gets in deep. Cycled around and stopped by Johnson. And icing. Up against the boards. Comes out to the middle. Here's the Wilson shot. The other way, the pass to the middle. 3-on-2, odd man rush, leaving it. Here's a shot, and it's covered. And now we're gonna get a little chippy. A little pushing and shoving after the play. And we'll get a 44 of black on the cross check. Charlie Griffith. And so the Mounties will have a chance for the equalizer. Waiting. Britton. Now here's the cross, the slap shot. And did it get in? No, it didn't cross the line. They're still jarring back and forth. The ref doesn't want to hear any of it. Now a whistle's blown. And now they're going to get him on an unsportsmanlike. They're going to get the coach on the penalty. So now it'll be a 4-on-4. And he's still jawing. How about this? Cody Wild not happy at all, and he pays the price. And they're still yelling. And now he's gone. I believe he just got tossed from the game. Yes, he is. How about that? So with 14:51 to go in the second period, Cody Wild has just been tossed from the game. The head coach of the Mounties. So not only does he take them off the power play, he's now been tossed. And we'll see how the rest of this game plays out. Fan has it taken away. And here's Saborin looking for number 2. Kit gave between the 5-hole. It's denied by Berthum. Now the other way. Monarch shooting off the glass. And Anthony Hurley will take it on the 4-on-3. Teams don't obviously have a lot of practice with this, but they'll have it 4-on-3 for the next bit of time before they go on 5-on-3, next 20 seconds. Waiting, now on the wing, down low, back to him. Dishes across. Pass wasn't totally accurate. Murphy passes. Shooting off the crossbar. 5-on-3 now as that shot hits off the post. Rizevi, their best scorer, and it's denied again with the blocker. Ferraro, how do you do? 12 seconds left on the 3. And here's the shot that goes wide. 5-on-4 now. Rizevi passes. Shot. Easy save. Now a massive hit from the guy fresh out of the box. Rizevi. Passing down low. Across. Here's the shot. And they score. Reggie Taylor finds the net. And it's 3-1. So 3-1 here in a wild second period. If you're just joining us, Cody Wild, the head coach for Mount, is done for the day. He's been tossed. For Reggie Taylor, by the way. That's his 13th goal of the season. Passing it down low a little bit too far. Mounties looking for an answer. Saborin spinning. Stopping and turning. Saborin to Monarch. Here he comes. Stick handles into the corner. Stops and turns and tries to pass it back, but turns it over. Flipped down ice. No icing. Saborin has it. Shot. Deflects well up almost into the ceiling. Dump and chase. Good play to seal him off. He totally took Broadhead out of the play. Looking for a deflection. Will be chased down to the other end, where they almost forced a turnover and they'll force a face-off. Here's a shot as he was falling, the turning and firing Hernandez. And flipped in. Chased down by Dunster, or pardon, Hurley, before taking a big hit. He tries to return the favor. Here's Wilson's shot. The stick goes flying heads up. Whoa. Stick shattered and went probably 20 feet up in the air. And now the assistant coach having a discussion. He's the acting head one. And now they've tossed him. My goodness. He's gone. He's tossed. This is incredible. We're on the opposite side, so we can't hear what they're saying. We hear a lot more of the South Kent coaching chatter. So we really can't speak on whether it was warranted or not. The first time with Wild, they were talking for a while. This time here, it was a relatively long discussion, but it wasn't continued over the course of multiple stoppages like the previous one. But now the Mounties have to kill another power play. This time it's not a 5-on-3. Passing. Dishing. One-timer blocked. That's going to hurt. And now that finds the back of the net. Griffith's shot might have been deflected. But regardless, it's 4-1, and it will be Moheski getting the deflection. And the Mounties scrambling a bit. So now the third, by the way, this third coach is now the interim coach for the rest of the game for the Mounties. I wish I could tell you who exactly that is, but they only have 2 coaches listed. One head coach and one assistant coach. Offside. Callahan passes. Around. Can the Mounties gather some momentum? And that's a good start. Armstrong backhands it across and in. And on top of that, the clock here wasn't running. So now it's 4-2. What a wild one we have here. Clock continues to not run. We'll run our clock to give you a better idea of when they fix it, if they're putting the correct amount of time, taking the correct amount of time off. Backhands it to the center. Player is on the ground hurt for the Mounties. So we certainly hope he's all right. We're going to take a brief break. Or he seems to be getting up on his feet, so we'll stay here. It was on the ground there was number 10, Agafanov. So again, the clock up here in the arena, not working, but we'll keep running ours. Now it starts again, about a minute behind. Good physical play there. Adams loses his stick. Hernandez gets pressed into the boards. A couple of players, it's getting very physical now. And now we'll have a penalty. And now it will be South Kent's time to be in the box. Luke Murphy will go. Mounties win the draw. Monarch. Crossing and coming up empty was Adams. Kept in by Britain. Saborin crosses. Monarch whipping it wide. Short-handed, they go the other way. Stopping, passing it down low. Looking for Taylor. 3-on-2 here. Shooting wide. Short side, it missed. Britain chips it forward and has it taken away. That's Moheski. A minute to go on the power play. Crossing, shot off the crossbar. And out of play. Well, I doubt they fixed the clock, so we'll wait and let the clock them match us. And it will get on net. 42 seconds left on the power play. Komendowski passes, entering. Circling around the net. Callahan trying to get in position. He does. Skates to the middle. Gives it to Komendowski, who fakes the slap shot. Now looking for a deflection, and it got all the way through. Back to Komendowski. No, make it Callahan. There he is. And it goes wide and is into the neutral zone. This will be the end of the power play. Flipped in. So a good kill by South Kent. Crossing, turning and passing it. I saw Callahan whips one right into the glove of Berthum. McIman. Now Monarch. Shooting, and it's saved again. Here's a shot that goes high. Good seal off. There, it's into the neutral zone. Fumbling with it was Taylor. To the middle, here's a shot that's gonna go high. Under 6 remaining in the period. Here's a shot, rebound. Covered. And now a lot of whistles. We're gonna have a 5-on-4 here, as two guys will go to the box after the whistle. No, they're gonna have a Two guys on either side. They get 49 for a big mouth, unsportsmanlike. That's a great call right there. So all in all, we'll still have a 5-on-5. And now, not anymore. The Mounties will be on the power play. Prevost goes to the box. Mounties win the draw. Britain trying to capitalize. Out of play. And a turnover, shorthanded opportunity. Here they come, and scoring is Stone. Shorthanded, it's 5-2. What a wild game. And we still got over 20 more minutes of play left. Down and around. Monarch. Callahan. Passing. Monarch. Sniping. Saved. Good pass by Callahan. Here's a shot. Blocker save. Chased down by Saborin, who enters. He's got one of their goals. Armstrong the other. Still 25 seconds left on the penalty. Here's a shot, and man, Berthum has really settled in nicely. Passing, the shot gets on. Komodowski backhands it. Blocker, save. And we're back to even strength. Makes a move, poked away. Here's a shot that goes well too high. And out of play. Monarch, or passes. Back to him, crossing. Couldn't connect with Broadhead. Walks into it, shoots, and it's gloved. Off the face-off, the shot's gloved. Saborin gave it a try. Monarch passes Saborin, dishes one more time, it didn't get through. Blocker save. Now getting the angle and turning the corner, it's gonna be saved and still free. And we're gonna get a high sticking. And going to the box again. It's one of those games. We'll have a face-off at the other end, I should say. And they win the draw. Mountie gets knocked to the ground on an open ice hit, Van Bowen. And now we'll have a stoppage away from the puck over some pushing and shoving. So those two will get 5 minutes. Still be a 5-on-5. What has been a not short second period. Gets it back on. Under 2 to play in the period. Off the board, Britton. Turns it over. No penalty. Angling. And trying to get out to the point. Jammed up. Comes out to the middle. Britton's shot came up empty. Wilson making a move. And turned over. Trying to get on his horse was Foley. Under a minute remaining in the period. Kept in. Leaves it. Callahan passes. Here's a Wilson shot that goes to the opposite end where he tracks it down. Now to the middle, that shot's going to be jammed up and saved. Callahan turns and shoots. Can't find it, but it's up in the air. We're going to get a whistle, and I love the reaction by the now interim head coach of Mount. Can't believe it, but does not say anything because he knows the officials do not have a lot of patience right now. And that's going to do it for the period. A wild and weird second period comes to an end with the score 5-2. We've still got another 17 minutes. So we will take a break and we'll be back after this. And we welcome you back to Adelaide Arena, where we've got a wild one in store between the 16U Junior Mounties and the 16U South Kent Selects. Daniel Badalino with you on Fans Only Sports Network. And if you're just joining us, well, you've missed a lot. It's 5-2 South Kent leading, with two coaches for Mount being ejected in this one. But Mount still feels like within striking distance as we enter the third period. We're not just saying that for the sake of trying to create more drama than there is. We don't need to do that for this game, in all honesty. It does not feel like a 3-goal game. They've made some costly mistakes mentally and on the ice that have led to this situation. And also Berthum, the goalie for South Kent, who just makes that save, has been playing excellent. Flipped up and out. And chased down by Moheski, who has 2 goals today. Van Molen dumps it in our blind spot and gets it back. Across. Saborin, he has 1 goal. In front, Armstrong with the other. Kept in by Armstrong. Passing to Saborin. Shooting high and out. Broadhead. No offside. Hernandez bounding puck. Back out. McIman. Looking for deflection. Nearly got it. McIman shovels it back in. Off the boards to Hernandez. Or make it twisting. Passing. And turned over. Alex Stone with it on his stick for a whistle, as the net came undone. Wilson. And off the faceoff, puts a shot on that's covered. Hernandez trying to chase it down. Seals off the defender. Making a good move. Adams shooting, saved, and covered. And now, after having a word with the South Kent coach, they get the trainer over and he'll go around and treat somebody. Certainly hope whoever it is okay. Hernandez and Wilson in the corner. Adams. Turnover. Hernandez flips it. Dumped in. Ferrero. Amadowski. Hernandez backhands it to Wilson. Callahan makes a move. Callahan comes up empty on his shot. And icing. Twisting. Carbone will chase down the corner. Off of the skate of DeSanto. Van Molen plays it. Here comes the Mounties, but they lose it in their own zone. They'll recover. Offside. Boren having Prevost twist away from him. Dumped it around the boards. Armstrong turns it over in front, trying to backhand it. Didn't get a lot on it. Here's a shot that was redirected wide. Kicked in, but turned over. Monarch trying to get around a man. And a penalty. They'll get him for a hook. So they've struggled on the power play a little bit, have the junior Mounties. What can they do here? Down 3. Looking for a goal to get them back in this thing. Off to draw Saborin. Shooting, and it's deflected into the netting. Saborin passes. Down low, crossing, and they score! Chance Adams finds the net, and it's 5-3. Crossing off a stick, bounding around in front. And a whistle's blown. Wilson wins the draw. Here's a shot, whips around. McHyman back to the middle, bounding puck, swooping in there is Adams. Adams backhanding and had it poked away by Bethune. And icing. And the whistle again. Offside. By the way, in that second period, there was 12 penalties in total, we were told. 6 on each side. That was not a clean period, to say the least. Saucer pass, but too low. Backhanding, spinning around, calling for it, trying to cross it, could not. There's Saborin. And here's a shot that's going to go off the outside of the post. Armstrong. To Monar crossing, and it's through the legs of Saborin. There was an angle for him to shoot it there, too. He decided for the pass, and that was a mistake. Trying to wrap it home, could not. Whistle comes. As the net came out of its pegs. Wilson loses the face-off, then no one has to play it in the neutral zone. No one plays it back towards South Kent's end. Turning it over. Here's a shot, save with the left pad. Van Noen shooting in and out of the glove and covered. Going the other way, tangled up. Off the boards and around. Good offensive pressure right now for the Mounties. Now they're on the back check. But only the one power play goal to show for it at the moment. McChyman. Crossing back to him. Off of a stick. Down low. Out to McChyman. Crossing. Step kept in. Armstrong. Into the slot. Again, the net causing some struggles. And they're going to send Armstrong off. Monarch leaves it for his teammate. Saborin back into the neutral zone. Komodowski. Chased all the way back. Komodowski gets taken down. Hernandez gonna try pressure. He goes for a little bit of a slide. Saborin trying to cross it to Monarch. Callahan couldn't keep it in. Connecting, Saborin shooting, and we'll have a draw. Coming up after this, we'll have the 18U teams from either side before 14U takes the ice a little bit after 6. Van Nolan, icing. Was that deflected? No. Kicked, centering, shot, goal! Wilson has brought the Mounties within 1 with 7:06 to play. Seven minutes remaining. Centering pass, it comes out, the shot, saved. Mounties win the draw. Playing with some momentum now. Turned over, Saborin shoots and it's saved by Berthune.
Mount goal scored by number 62, Cameron Wilson. Assisted by number 23, Caleb Rock, and number 21, Chance Adams. Time to goal, 9:54 of the third period.
Now in the open ice and offside, blows it dead. Morgan Querson had a lane. Off of Armstrong's stick. Out to the point. McHyman. Whistle. And they're going to send And now Armstrong's been tossed. He got called for the penalty and then was arguing. Thought they tossed him. Now he's going back to, and they did toss him. He's hearing it from some of the Mountie fans. So a 5-on-4, Armstrong missing. He's one of their best players. Down low, couldn't put it in the net. Carbone sitting in for him for the 2 minutes. Down low. Now flinging it, and it goes wide. Dumped back in. One-timer popped high, and a whistle comes. High stick will have a face-off down in the other end. 1:26 to go on the power play. South Kent wins the draw. They set up for the rush. Here's Hurley. And it's cleared. Tangled up. And the Mounties are able to clear again. Weaves it, passes. Hurley will enter and pass it back. Now cycling it. Chance Adams will pressure and peel back. 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Passing, crossing, shot, off the post. Now back to even. Here's a shot saved by Ferrero. Down low. Big hit and a penalty upcoming. Interference on Callahan, and so they'll be shorthanded again trying to come back. 3:43 to go, despite what our timer says. I'm not sure what happened there. Now the ref is chirping with some of the fans who have been giving him a mouthful all night. Here they come the other way. Saborin backhands it on. Round. Flip back out. Here they come. Short-handed shot wide. Griffith. And it's cleared. A minute remaining on the power play. That got on net. 2:36 remaining in the game. Passing, high slot. Gives it. Shot! Wide. Again. High slot now to the point. It's Murphy. Dishing. Back to Murphy. Across. Down low. 14 seconds remaining on the 5-on-4. One-timer. Passing across, in front. .130 remaining. And they'll make a change. What can the Mounties do? Hernandez. Will they pull the goalie? A minute to go. No icing. Hernandez. McKyman across. Van Noen saved. And flipped out. .20 seconds. The goalie is still in net. And he just kept the game alive. One more rush opportunity. Down low. And that will do it. In a wild finish, in a wild game, South Kent prevails. And the Mounties, with one player already suspended coming in, two coaches get suspended during the game, gets ejected during the game, one player gets kicked out in the third period, and they drop this one by a score of 5-4. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a minute, or in just a bit, for the 18U battle between these two schools.